Hello, welcome to Forgotten in Time. We are here at Omar Cemetery in Ashmore, Illinois. Right now we're at the graveyard, and right now we're looking at Wesley Crawford, born July the 26th, 1933. He passed away February the 28th, 2009, and he was a war veteran and a police officer. Thank you, Mr. Crawford, for your services. There is actual cotton growing in this graveyard. We have our baby boy, Randy William Height. He was born September the 12th, 1964. When I was researching this cemetery, I noticed that a lot of women died between 20 and 30 years old. But rumor has it that there is a witch in this graveyard cemetery. Her name was Carolyn Barnes, and she died when she was 27 years old. The townspeople hung her, and she didn't die, so then they buried her alive. And I will take you to see that stone here in a few minutes, because I'm across the cemetery right now. Fred Gardner. He was a U.S. Merchant Marine, World War II. Born December the 27th, 1927. Died December the 22nd, 1963. Larry and Patty Sweets. They were proud grandparents, and looked like they were a proud owner of a white 69 Plymouth Roadrunner. It's even on his stone. I found this grave marker. There's no date of birth or date of death, but it's a cool one. It's made with marbles and rocks, and it says Jackie. Another World War II veteran from the branch of Army. Thank you, sir, for your services. Looks like Mary McCord Wright was born in 1904 and died in 1936. So she was just 32 years old. Looks like she had a daughter that lived for one day. She had her on May the 10th, and she passed away on May the 11th, 1931. This is one of our sadder graves. It was Clayton M. Dye, born May the 28th, 2013, passed away July 8th, 2013. It has baby shoes up here and decorated really cute for little Clayton. Looks like these. Mary, wife of M.W. Barnes, and Martha, wife of M.W. Barnes, were married to the same man. And then he was buried here too. So I guess it's a triple grave. He was buried with both of his wives. Now I'm going to walk around and show you some of the older graves. Some of them are just not readable. Mary L. Watts, born in 1858 and died in 1883. Some of these stones are very, very hard to read. I'm going to guess this was a child. There's no name on it. This is the view I'm looking at. Them are the newer ones that we just come from. I'm saving the best for last, the one with the witch. There's a story behind it from the town folk. The witch's grave is dated February the 31st, and we all know that there has never been a February the 31st. Dolly, daughter of G.V. and Bertie Wright, born June the 16th, 1915, died July the 25th, 1915. She lived about 37 days. Cannot read the name on this one. This stone is very unusual. I cannot read the name on it, but the stones next to them, to this one, says Wicker. So I'm gonna say that is probably the name. It's another ode stone. These three are placed on top of a big long cement thing, so I'm gonna say that them are family. But once again, the names and the dates are just so hard to read. These stones have been they are just so old. Here's an old one. It's interesting. You can still read the name on it. Jonathan Wright, born in 1835. Looks like he died in 1903. Just cannot read this writing on this one. Looks like maybe a ball was on top of this. Maybe James W. Wicker. And the ball fell off there. Now this is very interesting. It is a family plot, but this is the back side of it. And it is bricked all the way around. And it looks like a concrete casket or something up there. I'm going to take you around and show you the print of it. And the casket over there said Childress. This is Nancy Childress. And she was born in 1852 and died in 1852. There are no dates on it. This one is an infant son, 1868. The trees have grown up around this. There's a stone back in there. And it's a George Childress. And this looks like another child died. This must be why a lot of people adopted children on the orphan train. I know it was hard for women to give birth back then, and a lot of women died in childbirth. They didn't have the medicines they needed to get over the infections. Here's the front of the and there's some stones on the outside of this. Still can't read that. There's some stones in there you cannot read the words on. This is a big casket. I mean, it's beautiful. It's like a mausoleum. Very beautiful. It's held up under the weather too. Okay, now we're gonna walk on over to the folklore of Ashmore Illinois Cemetery and what the townspeople had said about Carolyn Barnes. Do you see that? Doesn't that look so cool? This here was Marcus's parents. Granville Barnes. That was his father, born December the 25th, 1827. Died March the 2nd, 1882. Sarah, his mother, which is Gorbel's wife, and Marcus's mother, which would be Caroline's in-laws. She was born March the 25th, 1820, and she died July the 20th, 1877, looks like. Now I'm going to take you to the other side. People are leaving flowers and wreaths for them. Now I'm going to tell you the story on Marcus. Marcus worked in a sawmill, and he had an accident. He got his hand caught in the saw, and it cut the hand off and cut on his other hand up to his elbow. So he died when his daughters were very young. He was born January 14th, 1852, looks like. I'm not sure. I hope that's right. Let me look at my notes here. (1857), and he died on December the 6th, 1881. He was 24 years old. Then Caroline, she tried to raise her 2 little girls on her own. They were 3 and 9 months. When the rumor is, I'm not sure how it happened or if it's even true. There's been some investigators out here to see if there are witches. If you want to go to their channel and check them out. Anyways, this is Carolyn Barnes. And she was born January the 23rd, 1858. Her date of death was February the 31st, 1882. Yes, people, you heard me right. The story is that she was hung and she did not die. So then they brought her and buried her alive. When she was in the ground, she had said that she's going to cast a spell on the people in the town. And so they tried to fool her by putting the date that she died, February the 31st, 1882, so that she would never come back. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like and subscribe. I'm going to have more videos. I'll get better. This is my first time. So, thank you very much for watching.